Hello everybody, Crypto Knights here, and yes, I'm doing a video today. I didn't do one yesterday, I apologize. Things are getting hectic. I'm starting the process of packing as I'm moving at the end of October, and I really hate doing that last minute packing stuff. It sucks. So yes, everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like what the content, what you're seeing, what I'm doing, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, well, give it a thumbs down. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm always open to such things. Also, if you do want to know when my videos pop up, don't forget to subscribe and ring my bell. And of course, on the flip side, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, I am not your financial advisor. I'm not here to give you financial advice. Really, this is just, number one, my journey using Apex Trader now, which, I love. I absolutely love this. I'm not going to lie. I'm a complete fanboy of this bot. But I am not your financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. This is really just my opinions, my views. As I learn, hopefully, maybe I can impart some of the knowledge that I'm learning as well. I am going to start touching my hand a little bit with technical analysis, but I'm still learning, so I don't feel, I'm quite ready to do all the fancy stuff that you see elsewhere. So please make sure you're doing your own research, reading your own articles, watching your own videos, making your own opinions, because that's really the only way that you're going to be able to run this market and be a success. You can't just go off what, one person says. So with that said, we're going to go right into what's going on today. So heading over to CoinMarketCap, we'll get us a quick refresh. And hey, this is good news. We've dropped from 58% down to almost, just under 56% on BTC dominance. So it's good to see some money going back into the alts. The 24-hour volume has gone back up to 13 billion, which is still really low, but not as low as it has been the past few days. And the market cap has journeyed back up over that very important 200 billion support line. So with that said, let's head over to Binance. So as we can see, we'll go into BTC really quick on the pairs. Everything's in the green, well, for the most part, or is pretty close to the green. Ethereum pairs not doing too hot, but that has a lot to do with, number one, Bitcoin going up, which will pop up into here. And of course, when Bitcoin goes up, we will see Ethereum go up. And, so those of you trading in Ethereum, do not fear. Once Ethereum kind of settles in, you'll see some bounce back from the alts. Just keep in mind, folks, that, with Ethereum, a lot of things are up in the air. I'm going to do a video explaining a bit more about their upgrades coming in, November, I believe, and various, schools of thought on what's going to happen with the altcoins on that blockchain, what's going to go on with Ethereum itself. So, there's there's different opinions on this, and I'll throw them at you, and then you guys can go from there and do your own research and make your own choices. So we saw, a good rise in Bitcoin today. Does that mean that the, does that mean that the bear market's over? No. It's sort of like Mordor, folks. It is looming in the background. There have some things that literally changed in the past 2 days. So we'll have to see where things go, but don't get too cocky. Don't all of a sudden think we're shooting to the moon, or, we're out of this bear market yet. It's still there. It's still waiting to happen. For me personally, if we can get past 6,800, I'll show some optimism that we're in a rally. Maybe it can be sustained. I mean, this was good organic growth today, but we're still really low volume. So, who knows? Going into Apex Trader, I had talked about this a couple of times. So back when I was using Crypto Hopper, I started developing a basis of a strategy because I had noticed some things, and so I wanted to try it out. I finally, what was it, Wednesday, or today's Thursday, so Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, I sold out of all my positions in Ethereum, and then turned around and sold everything into USDT because the market was getting kind of sketchy, and I've been slowly getting out of even my long-term positions for a while now. So when I got home Wednesday morning, I decided to start working on my own strategy. I ran it in test mode for a while. Apex Trader is still in beta mode, so there's still some glitches, and but I know these guys are on top of it and working on it, and we'll see improvement, especially with test mode later on. But I went ahead and bought back into a little bit of BTC so I could just throw this into live mode because it did better than I even expected in test mode. So as you all know by now, I love this bot mainly because it is so quick and how these transactions are done, the fact that it's about as close to real time as you can get. So I'm taking advantage of that. Yesterday was an interesting day. I started my bull strategy and just let it go. Ignore this number to 19%. It's skewed for some reason. It's not right. But the 87 losses, some of it was because I went ahead and got rid of positions to make adjustments so I could see how those adjustments work on a clean slate. But yeah, I just let it go yesterday and had like 219 wins, which was pretty cool. Today, but in the process, I tweaked it a little bit and I slowed it down some because, it was just a little bit too bullish, and no one likes to take losses. So it's done a little bit better today. 93 wins. I still had 35 losses. Some of it, again, I was clearing, I cleared stuff out to change settings to look at a clean slate. Some of it was when the market changed when my triggers changed from bull to sideways and the market dropped a little bit. A number of positions hit my stop loss. I have a very small stop loss on this, is at 2%. There's reasons for that, which as I continue to tweak the bot and as I get closer to hopefully more of a public testing, if anyone was interested, I'll go more into details, but this is designed to take advantage of the speed of this bot. And as you can see, 9 minutes, this was a loss of 44 minutes, but there we go. Just sold one at 19 minutes, 8 minutes, 2 minutes, and then a bunch of wins here at 33, 10, 19, 13, 22, 4, and even on like my sideways strat, I still have a lot of success in picking up wins and turning them over quickly. This is designed to keep your funds free to take advantage of those wins. My bull strategy is extremely aggressive. Like literally as soon as it goes up, this thing is like opening up the gates in Spain and letting them run through the streets except on crack. I'm trying to slow that down a little bit to minimize the losses. My sideways strat and I haven't worked on the bear strat, but I'm getting there, is going to be a bit more cautious, but the nice thing about it is so far where I have it, it seems to time some of these coins just right, where it picks it up and in under an hour it turns it around at a profit. Like anything else, you get stuck in some longer positions. It happens, but I haven't gotten caught in any deep bags, and that's what's behind my strategy. It's just turnover, turnover, turnover. My stop loss is set at 2% to keep those funds free. I still have some tweaking and adjusting to do on the two strats I have done now, but I'm really liking it, and this is turning into exactly my vision of what a bot should be doing. So the other thing I'm doing is the other day Miggity Miner, who's been doing this much longer than I have. He's done a lot of stuff with Crypto Hopper, and then he's branched out. His channel's fun to watch, so you guys should give that a shot. But he came into Discord the other day, said, "Hey, I made this strat." So I threw it into test mode, just because right now I haven't decided if I'm going to buy back into Bitcoin or not. I still want to give the market a little bit of time. If it goes up to 6,600, I'll probably buy back in. But right now, I want to see what the bears are doing, and I got a couple things to show you as well. So, performance-wise, for some reason, it's not calculating the amount I put in for the settings, but it's a nice strategy. It's a bit more conservative, but there's nothing wrong with that. As you can see today, 19 wins, no losses. I can show you the sales, all good numbers. Say what today's the 13th, so everything's either 1.5% or higher. Have some 2s, a 3. So it's a nice strat. I like it, and this is another strategy that I like. And I might develop my own, or hell, I might just use this one down the road, because I do want a strat that's fast, but I also think it's good to have another strat that balance it. That's why I liked Bone Comma and Venom. They really just worked well, and one was kind of slow, the other one was picking up, and they produced good numbers. They're really good strats. I'm not going to do it today. Originally I was, but I want to talk to Viper, the guy who made Venom, because I want to get more of his thoughts into what's behind Venom and share that with you guys, and really go into where to find it. Plus, I know he said he was going to be working on a 5.0 version. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and track down Sir Bevo at some point and talk to him about Bone Comma and some of his strategies and what's behind it. Give you guys more of an in-depth of what's behind these strategies and why you should look into using them, or give you the options of more detail or more knowledge of what's behind them, so you can find what's right for you. So with that said, I just want to touch on a few things. Yesterday morning, I was going to I was originally gonna do a video, and I was going to throw this in there, and I didn't get around to doing the video yesterday, but this was a really interesting article, and I'll put the link in there. I think this is something you guys should read. And I touched on this maybe a week ago, how the US dollar affects the price of Bitcoin. So the US dollar has been on a bull run for the past 8 months. Coincidence? Bitcoin's been in a bear run. Remember, folks, cryptocurrency is considered an asset. So when the dollar's doing good, people are going to pull out their money. When the dollar's doing bad, they'll hedge against the dollar by putting it into Bitcoin, gold, things like that. And you see gold and silver and copper all have gone down as well. So this article just goes into the correlation with how the euro and the USD versus Bitcoin, and how those, how the USD and the euro market affects the Bitcoin market. And just to kind of give you guys an example, excuse the ads. I don't have the extra money right now to upgrade in the trade view, but this is the US dollar currency index, and so at 12 o'clock today we saw the US dollar take a dive, and then we'll go over to Bitcoin, and around, we'll zoom in here. So around 1 o'clock we saw these two green candles, and Bitcoin went up, and so did all the alts. So when you're looking at, you might want to start looking at the US dollar also when you're looking at doing your own technical analysis. Now, does this mean we're in a bull run? Not necessarily. you know, we're still gonna, I think, see excuse me, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fighting. The general consensus that I'm getting, that I'm hearing from all over the places, you know, October, November, we should start seeing a turnaround. So we're still in another hairy month or two. So please just keep that in mind. Don't just get really excited because we're seeing an upturn right now. So that's really, I think, all I wanted to cover today. I wanted to, you know, show you guys that I am working on a strat, and you know, like I said, Miggity Miner, he pulled out a strat. I like it. I think it's a good, slow, solid strat, and it's something to hedge against the speed. It's a good balance. So I'll leave the link to where to get that in the Strat Center for you guys to take a look at, and I'll leave the links for the article I have. And aside from that, I'm going to cut this video. You guys have a happy trading. Again, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring my bell. And feel free to leave any comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think, or anything you might want to add, your opinions. And also, if you are using Apex Trader and you want to share your own results and how you're doing, feel free to pop it up in there. Otherwise, you guys have a safe and happy Thursday or Friday, depending on where you're at, and we'll see you again soon.